of course, beautiful people. Welcome to another amazing episode of FameIdols Hangout, and I'm your host, Osita, the rugged gentleman. TGF is the code. Thank God it's Friday. I've been expecting this Friday since Wednesday. I hope your day actually went well. It's the third day of the month of January 2025, and the month it's not moving as fast as I actually want it to move because we received salary since middle of December and the salary has finished. Honestly, it has finished. So we need this month to be faster because we do not know what we use and survive to the end of this month. So please, the month should be fast. It's just thought, what's going on? By now, we are supposed to be in the 20th of this month. Welcome to our FameIdols Hangout, and we're here to give you all the celebrity gist, all the entertainment gist, everything you need to know in the world of entertainment, everything you need to know in the world of celebrities. We're just here to hang out, as the name implies. This particular program is going to be divided into three. The particular program is going to be divided into three. The very first episode of the program is where I'm going to be having my interview section with the boss in the building. Yes, of course, the ancestor of the entertainment industry, Odogu Akataka One. And also, the very next segment immediately after that is where I'm going to be having my gist segment, where I'll tell you everything you need to know about Wizkid and what he was nominated for, about Burna Boy finally speaking up after his viral video, and every other thing I believe you should know. And the last segment of this particular program, if MC is going to be to the very end of this particular program, if my boss is going to be in the very end of this particular program, we have our last segment, that is the pop quiz. Let me call it the pop quiz. The pop quiz segment, where the boss has the opportunity to win 100,000 naira, courtesy of FameIdols Hangout. You know they happen anywhere again. Now only here now they happen. So this is FameIdols Hangout, and we are brought to you by FameIdols, the number one stop for everything creative. If you're a creative in the building, you're watching this particular video, you're an industry executive, you need a platform whereby you can let people know about everything going on, everything happening in the creative industry, then this is the actual platform for you. You should be following us on all our social media platforms at FameIdols across every social media platform: TikTok, X, Instagram, and Facebook, yes, of course. And even on YouTube, you should be following us on every social media platform. You should like and share this particular video while keeping this particular goodness to yourself, because you could let everybody to know about this particular one. So based on logistics, this is actually the place to be. And if you're not signed up on our site, you are wrong. www.fameidols.com. We have lots of goodies going up on this site. They just concluded FameIdols Got Talent that concluded on Monday. We're going to be starting the season 2 very soon, and it's on this particular platform that you know every necessary information and how you can make sweet money from your talents. This and many more you'd see on our website. I take it again, www.fameidols.com. Now to the guests in the building. As you all know, I know they ever day inside studio alone now. I'm here with comedian extraordinary. He is a comedian. He is a master of ceremony. He is a hype man. He is an author. He has actually written a couple of books. He is a motivational speaker. In these trying times, he still finds ways to motivate people. He is a lot of things. And whether he likes it or not, I call him the king of karaoke, the karaoke king himself. No other than Mr. Patrick, popularly known as MC Pato. MC Pato, I greet you special.
My brother, man, stop setting me up, oh. Man, don't arrest me, oh. I'm upcoming. I'm just 2 years in the karaoke game, But it's so good to be here. It's so good to be here. I'm happy. I've heard so much about FameIdols, and I want to say happy New Year, everybody. You guys are in for a wonderful show tonight. I'll tell you that, okay?
Yes, of course. It's good to have you, MC Pato. MC Pato is an award-winning actor. He's an award-winning MC, comedian, and also he has over 2 decades under his belt in the entertainment industry. That is to say, he is not a newbie. He has been doing this for a very long time. So, upcoming, should I say, fast rising MCs and event anchors, this is the point where you pick up your paper and your biro to actually jot things from the ancestors. It's not every time we have somebody with wealth of experience in the building. So carry paper and Bible. No talk say I not do anything for you this new year. I don't try. I carry updates come. May we pack the updates together. So MC Pato, officially, you are welcome to Fame Idols Hangout. Officially. And I give
Wow,
people
thank
the
you so very
opportunity
much.
to introduce themselves by themselves. So your full name, first thing, we'll start from there. Your full name for people that do not know.
Okay, my name is Patrick Ikechukwu Onyekaba. Yeah, that's my full name. Patrick Ikechukwu Onyekaba. You hear me?
All right. Yes, we can hear you, Mr. Patrick Ikechukwu.
Yeah.
All right, Mr. Patrick. According to we will be internal members, we will be, the inner caucus. Make I put it like that. We will be the inner caucus. We know you actually graduated from medical laboratory science. Yes, med lab now you do for school, and now you're an award-winning MC. How did you manage to switch? Because that's a very huge switch from med lab, as in you drop lab coats, carry microphone. How did you manage to do this? Like the switch, is it something that happened along the way, or it's something that you have always seen coming? Like how did you switch from med lab to anchoring of events?
Okay, basically, it was an inborn talent. You understand?
Okay.
Even after my graduation, when I started working in the lab, most times I was really writing jokes, writing inspiration and stuff like that. All this cartoon, I used to compile it together. So whenever I have visitors, that's what I do. I just sit there and say, how did you do all this thing, man? I just move with instinct. You understand? So, but along the line, I just discovered that it was better I follow my passion than
Okay.
yes. So I just had to follow my passion. My passion is something I love doing. I love it when I make people happy. Absolutely, because for me, comedy or being on the mic is not just about telling jokes. There's a lot of messages you can pass to people. You can
Okay.
inspire them, you can educate them, you can inform them. You understand?
Yes.
So that's the angle I saw my own comedy from. Not just normal, you get one man, you get one thing, all those things. So I have to let you know, okay, this is what is happening. So this is what we are looking behind the scene. This is the possibilities, this is the advantages, and then in a funny way. So I believe that's why the motivational speaking came in. Yeah. So something like that.
Okay. You get one day, you get one man. I believe we are gradually going away. As in, the last time I climbed stage, say you get one day, they're off my mic. So we are way past that particular stage in the industry. They don't do that kind of thing. And I
Yeah.
want to know here, personally, I believe you have over 2 decades of experience under your belt, and comedy is not what it used to be 20 years ago.
Yeah.
Comedy is what it used to be 20 years ago. How have you managed to stay relevant and successful for this long? Because a lot of people that actually started are nowhere to be found now. Plenty of people don't leave this our industry and enter business. Some people don't even start to sell different things online. So how have you managed to stay relevant and successful for this long? Is there secret you would like to share to we that plan to stay in this industry for the next 60 to 70 years?
Okay. I think one of the most important things is you got to be very, very informed. Information is key. Okay. Then you gotta be ready to do some research.
Okay.
Like for me, apart from following the trend in comedy in Nigeria, I still follow the trend in comedy all over the world.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah, I watch Def Jam from the Def Jam series, all the Chris Rock all the Chappelle. I watch their specials. I keep abreast. Even Trevor Noah of South Africa, I watch his special too. Then Salvador
Wow.
of Uganda, I watch their special. You understand? So
Yes.
comedy, like you said, is not what it used to be. Intellectualism has entered comedy now.
Oh, okay.
Comedians,
Okay.
yes, comedians are seen as like a public commentators. We should be able to create jokes out of current trend.
True.
You can't come on
True.
stage now and be telling us jokes of what happened in Yaradua era. I don't know if you get what I'm saying.
Yes, very well. Very well.
Absolutely. You have to always redefine yourself. I always tell people, don't compete with anybody, compete with yourself.
Okay.
Compete with yourself, yes. You must improve yourself daily. Listen to what is trending. Try to make jokes out of it. That is what will keep you relevant.
Okay. Okay.
Absolutely.
Okay.
In my resume, you added hype man. I didn't plan to
Yes.
become an hype man, or neither did I plan to be a karaoke host.
Okay.
Neither did I plan to become a kid maker. But these are things that are trending. So you must work with the tide. Work hard on yourself, you know. So because I tell people that if you are not updated, you will be what?
Okay.
Outdated.
Very true. Very, very true. Very,
Absolutely.
very true.
Absolutely. Yeah. Yeah.
All right. If you did not pick anything, maybe you watching this particular broadcast, you were struggling with Indomie when MC Pato was talking. He said you have to stay updated. You have to stay updated. Very, very important. And the one where he said it touched me personally. Now work on yourself. What was
Well,
working for you in the 1997 cannot work now. It cannot.
mm,
Please work on yourself. And MC Pato, I'd like to know inside everything where you do, the numerous activities, let me call it activities, inside the numerous activities that you do, which of them do you prefer personally and why? And which of
well,
them is the most challenging for you?
ouch. Okay. The one I'm enjoying right now is my
Okay.
karaoke. Because
The king himself.
though I'm not a king. I became a karaoke by by chance. I didn't plan it. I didn't plan it. And then sometimes there are some things that have been happening to us in our lives that we see as inconveniences.
Okay. Okay.
Yes, those things have potentials, to become a vibrant occupation or profession for us in later times in the future. Yes, like when I was growing up, my dad was a music addict. He was a banker. Yes, 4:30. My papa don't use music to wake us up. That's what we dey grumble. This man don't go allow person sleep. Yeah, you understand? All those things. But these are the songs that trends on karaoke now. I don't know if they heard. So that's how I just blended
Yes. Yes.
effortlessly because I was already used. Even though those times I saw it as inconveniences.
As problem, serious problem, they disturb us.
But now they do profession now. I sing some songs in karaoke. People come up to me and say, "How old are you? How old are you?" For you to know this song. I say, "Na my papa, oh, na my papa." No be me, oh, na my papa. You understand? So I enjoy that one. Now I think for me the most challenging, I think I'm going to say comedy. I'm
Okay.
going to say comedy. Yes, because for us, even in trying to be updated, You know, you go to a event now, you want to crack jokes about, the current affairs, you want to crack jokes about the economy and all that. I know
Okay.
in this part of the divide in Nigeria, we have people that are political diehard. If you get what I'm saying,
Yes.
yes, you
Yes,
try
I
to
do.
crack joke about let's say T-Pain. Apologies for that. You try to crack joke about T-Pain. Not everybody
Okay.
will find out funny like that.
True.
You understand?
Very true.
So
Very true.
we must as comedians. That why I say comedy is more challenging is that you must veto what you say in different audience. You understand? So it's a lot
Yes.
of
Yes.
brain work. It's a lot of brain work before you say something on the mic. You must be sure of what you want to say, so you don't offend people. I've cracked some jokes about me, and some Muslim, people came to me and they were telling me they don't against their faith. That I was cracking jokes with some of their prophets. You get what I'm saying? Yeah.
Yes, I do.
Nigeria is not America whereby you can come and say whatever you like. Here, there is a, we call it, how do I put it? There is a check on your
Yes.
public opinion, on your freedom of speech. So that's why I feel it's strange. Yeah.
Yes. All right. Thank you very much. And to every upcoming comedian out there, what works in the church? Jokes you crack in the church, do not try it in a hotel. It will not work. It will
Absolutely.
not work.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Yes, of
Yeah.
course. Don't bring your
Yeah.
your 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 club jokes, the hotel jokes. Do not carry it to the church program that you are going this Friday.
At all,
Keep
no,
it.
don't try am. What works for
All right.
you in the club will not work for you in the church. A lot of churches
Yes.
now they've banned comedy now because they feel comedians come and so sad. A lot of comedians no crack a particular joke.
All right. All right.
Yes, no. Yeah.
So it takes me to my very next question, and I'm actually curious here because, believe it or not, I'm also in the comedy space. I'm also in the comedy industry. So I know it is not easy. I want to know what your thought process is when thinking of new materials. Like people say, joke no really dey again. You see new jokes no really dey again. I went to an event filled with comedians, and the first comedian that climbed the stage said, I'm not going to crack any of my material here before una go tiff am. So a lot of people of the opinion that joke no plenty. What they just do is to recycle jokes that are already in existence. So, MC Pato, can you walk us through your thought process when you're thinking of a new material? When you're thinking of a new material, can you walk us through your thought process? How do you get inspiration for your jokes?
Well, I'm not of the opinion that jokes no dey again. You understand? You know, yeah. I'm a reader. They said, uh, when you are a voracious reader, you do a lot of research. You always get what I'm saying.
Okay,
So for
I'm with
me,
you
it's
now.
a okay. Are you hearing me?
Yes, I'm with you now. I'm with you now.
Yes. So basically, it's about research. You must be able to do
Okay,
a lot of research. Yes, and listen to information from different people. I know those days, one of our mentors, okay, Bakasi, used to say, if you want to get a new joke, then I don't know if he still does it now. He gets into a public work, like a Molue, and brings up an issue. He say, this new year go this new year as e be o, try o, before you know one person here don pick am for you, another person don say, This one, before you know, you get some original songs there.
Yes.
It's unfortunate that we have a lot of lazy comedians that want to hear people joke and deliver word for word.
No creativity at
You know,
all.
yes, absolutely. So I always believe there's a lot of jokes that we have. Like me, I used to have a joke book. I keep joke book. So it's not all my jokes I get. Some jokes come with season. Like during the Christmas season, you always have jokes about maybe Father Christmas, compare American Father Christmas, Nigerian Father Christmas. Yeah, then you can inculcate some new things that is happening now, and all that. Talk about maybe Christmas songs. Then New Year, you always have new stuff. Of course, some people go dey people wey travel for village, some go sell their properties and things like that. Then you build around it. It's season now. I don't know if you get what I'm saying.
Yes, yes, I'm with you. I'm
So
with you. I understand.
it works for me. It works for me. So most times I don't discriminate whether it's an old joke or new joke. I crack the joke based on season. If you invite me for an event now, I'm going to look at events. I'm going to look at jokes that has to do with maybe school fees. Because it's the season of paying school fees. It's the season of everybody trying to recoup from December spending. You understand? So that's my
Yes.
routine. That's how that's how, and it really works for me. It really works.
O- Okay, okay, all right, sir. Thank you very much. Like two more questions before I end this particular section. The very first question I would like to ask is, what actually is the relationship between being an author and being a comedian? Like, how did you like decide to combine writing with comedy? Like, what is the relationship for you between being an author and a comedian?
Okay. Actually, from the onset, I've always been a writer.
Okay,
I've always been a writer. I get inspiration and I write jokes. I write. Like I told you, even when I was working as a lab scientist, I was keeping a big diary. Just write right before the diary is filled up. I get another one and all that. So somebody said, "Why don't you turn this thing into a book?"
okay, okay,
But, but that one is one. Another thing, I'll always encourage comedians that are creative, that create their own jokes, to start writing it down. You just made mention of an event you went to. The first comedian said he was not going to crack his jokes because people are going to steal it. I've gone to an event, I was invited for an event. I got there a bit late, and the comedian walked up to me and said, bro, don't be annoyed, though. I've cracked three of your jokes. He told me the joke, and the jokes gave my routine. I said, so what do you expect me to do? Should I go and be doing praise worship or something now? And since you don't crack on my joke for me. So, but when you are able to write down your jokes and publish it, it becomes part of your copyright.
okay, okay,
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah. So that's
Okay.
another inspiration why I have to put it down on
All
paperback.
right. Thank you very much. The last question comes in in two ways here. The last question for this particular section
Last question
comes
coming in two ways.
yes. In my question, they get I. That's why they said
You
it like
supposed
this.
to
If I get
you don't be invigilator for WAEC before abi.
all right, so your top, I love asking this particular question. Your top five comedians in the industry, your top five comedians in the industry, and just very briefly, one or two words to upcoming karaoke host comedians, upcoming people that want to do what you do. Let's wrap up with that.
Okay. My top five comedians in no particular order. Yeah.
Okay,
No particular
maybe.
order. I'm not going to pick random five that inspire me basically.
Okay,
Okay. I'm gonna put Gordons there.
okay. Comedy belly schooling.
Yeah, Gordons is there. Basket Mat is there.
Okay,
Bobby is there, AY is there,
Okay.
and of course the king himself, Alibaba is there.
And
So for now, let's
it shows the era of comedy you are actually, because you didn't stop mentioning Sidney Duncan, Sabinus. You should say you be Agba for the industry. It's fine. So people that want to do what you do, just couple of words for them. Like, you're a motivational speaker. Make the motivation not too long, please. This is a new year. Just couple of words for them that they could use to get their act right this new year.
okay, first and foremost, make sure it's your calling.
Okay.
Yeah, that will be your calling, so you don't get frustrated. Then when you know it's your calling, it's what you enjoy doing, then you work on yourself, develop yourself. Yeah, tag along people you admire, like your mentors, so you can
Okay.
learn a bit from everybody, then create your own brand identity, and then look up to God. I think I'll end there. Why is that really one minute for now?
Before you enter aspire to inspire, please, let's leave it there. We do not want to acquire anything. Thank you so
And
much.
I'll
And thank you so much for sharing one or two with up fast rising comedians. And we're actually going to continue to the very next section. And do not forget, I said if you'd like to stand a chance to win during our pop quiz, you just have to stay with us till the end of the program. To the end of the program. Yes, you just have to stay with us to the end of the program. So I'm going to be calling out the stories, the gist that I actually got for us today. I'm going to be calling out the gist I actually got for us today. But before the gist, before I let you people know exactly the numerous celebrity gist that is on my table this particular evening, I would like to let you know that if you are been following us for a while now, if you've been following us for a while now, you know that the fastest way to be on this particular platform, the fastest way to be on this particular platform, to be a guest like MC Pato in the building, is just to get signed up on our website. Get signed up on our website, www.fameidols.com. www.fameidols.com. Once you get signed up on the website and you RSVP to an event, then you get invited to join me on the program and also stand a chance to win 100,000 naira. Beautiful cash that will go a long way in this particular administration, if you know what I mean. So get signed up on our site and have stand yourself an opportunity to win. So to the very first gist on my table this particular evening, I'll just be rubbing mind with MC Pato in the building. We're going to talk this particular one till we come out from your face. The very first one is coming from the chat data released a list their routine list that they actually release ending of the year to say the musicians that actually did very well for themselves. Yes, to say the musicians that actually did very well for themselves. And on this particular list, our very own Ayodeji Balogun, popularly known as Wizkid, was on this list. Machala himself was on this particular list. And not just him, the celestial being Ira Star was also on this particular list. Wizkid secured the 11th position, while Ira Star, affectionately known as Celestial Being, claimed the 18th position. Chat Data is a prominent music monitoring platform, and they revealed this particular one here. They said these people have been doing well for themselves in the year 2024. Not just Wizkid and Ayasta was on this particular year. I think from South Africa, the popular musician Tyler was also on this particular list. Or the popular musician Tyler was also on this particular. The top 10 spots on Chat Data list are dominated by international renowned celebrities, with South Korean sensation Jimin actually leading that particular list. I'm looking for the names of a couple of artists that were on this particular list. That is, I can see Lady Gaga, I can see Billie Eilish, I can see Nicki Minaj. Couple of other artists were on this particular list and complete the list for 2024. But Nigerians that were on that list were Wizkid at number 11 and Ira Star at number 18. Also, somewhere on the list, somewhere on the list. I don't know. I don't know. Before I proceed with other information here, MC Pato, do you agree that Whiskey and Ira Star had an amazing year 2024?
Yeah, absolutely, absolutely. Yeah, especially for our star too. Why I thought somebody like Davido and then Butter Boy to also be in that list too. Yeah, because it's been a fantastic year. Yeah.
Yes, speaking of Davido and Burna Boy, they also bagged their own honorary positions in the top 20 music global icons shaping the future. Yes, top 20 music global icons shaping the future. This particular list had notable artists like Davido. He claimed the third position, the third spot in this particular one, with Wizkid and Burna Boy ranking 6th and 8th respectively. And couple of other artists were in this particular list. I know 2024 was a beautiful year for Afrobeat. 2024 was an amazing year for Afrobeat, and the A-list artists we have in Nigeria were really doing well for themselves. A lot of them had major breakthroughs for their careers in this particular year, even their personal life. Whiskey for once dropped an album that is still trending till this very day. Me and you, they talk. He dropped a couple of songs that are still trending until this very day when me and you they get this particular conversation. So I believe the year 2024 was amazing for our A-list artists. I'm talking about Whiskey, I'm talking about Ira Star, I'm talking about Davido, I'm talking about Odogu himself, Burna Boy, and every other A-list artist right there, and even other Afrobeat artists. This year was amazing, and we are definitely looking for more things from them. Yes, we are definitely looking for more things from them. We're looking for a more successful 2025. And already Davido has already announced that he is dropping his album in the month of March. So to the very next story on my list, I think Whiskey is still on my list. Yes, Whiskey is still on my list for the very next story I have here. And this particular one is talking about Whiskey. I could call it a record, I could call it a milestone. Whiskey was nominated, or should I say, was recognized as the first African artist to surpass outstanding 8 billion streams on Spotify. 8 billion streams on Spotify. This is huge. We are not talking about millions. We are not talking about hundreds of millions. We are talking about billions. That's 8 billion streams on Spotify. I believe this particular feat was made possible by his track. I call it track, yes, by his track, One Dance that he did with Drake in the year 2016. Yes, of course. So One Dance that he did with Drake in the year 2016. That particular track alone actually had over 2 billion streams. And not just that one, I believe his song Essence that he did with them also had 1 billion streams on Spotify. Meanwhile, fellow artists like Burna Boy, on Spotify also have 7.2 billion streams. This particular achievement is also great. I think on the same Spotify, that is Burna Boy's track Last. Yes, Burna Boy's track Last was massive also on Spotify. Burna Boy's track as Last was massive also on Spotify. But it's a very welcome idea. It's a beautiful one. Personally, I actually think it's something to be celebrated. It's actually a feat to be celebrated because it's not a new thing that Osita Rugged Gentleman. Personally, I always like to talk about our artists doing amazing for themselves. I always like to talk about artists that are always, one way or the other, putting Afrobeat on the global space, one way or the other, making things, should I say, exposed, yes, making things exposed, bringing us to limelight. And Whiskey has never ceased to do this particular thing. He has always, one way or the other, set the standard in the music industry, sets the standard when it comes to the global stage. He has always, one way or the other, sets the standard when it comes to the global stage. So big up to Whiskey, big up to every other artist, Burna Boy, all the artists that one way or the other find a way to make the music industry to be in the limelight. So one way or the other, make things to always, should I say, I'm looking for the right English word here. I'm looking for the right English word to use because I have said this before. I've said this before. It's amazing. It's amazing. Let me just put it that way. It's actually super amazing. I'll be moving on to the very next story. I'll be moving on to the very next story. But before the next story, I'd just like to let you know that as you all know, they just concluded Fame Idols Got Talent season 1 that was actually concluded on Monday, having Kenneth as the winner of this particular one. It happened for a couple of months here, and we're actually preparing for the season 2. We're actually preparing for the season 2, which will be commencing anytime soon. Now, so are you a creative? Are you a member of the creative industry? Do you have a talent whatsoever? Are you a content creator, comedian, music artist? Are you, whether gospel or secular, as the case may be? Are you an actor? Are you a poet? Whatsoever you do in the creative space, whatsoever you do in the creative industry, you have the opportunity to participate in the Fame Idols Got Talent season 2. The Fame Idols Got Talent season 2. And believe me, this particular one is going to be massive. It's going to be large. It's going to be something huge. As you can see, the cash prize is $250. So whatsoever you do, you're an actor, you're a dancer, you are a comedian, you are a content creator, you are a poet, you are an artist, whatsoever you do in general, we would like to hear from you. Just go on to our site. Yes, get logged into our site, get signed up on our site, www.fameidols.com. I take that again, www.fameidols.com. If you are logged into our site, if you are in the site, then you'd get necessary information on how you can be a partaker of the Fame Idols Got Talent season 2. You also have the opportunity to see breaking news as they break, and also all the necessary information we really want you to be aware of. So this is more than enough reasons why you should be a Fame Idols family member. You should be a Fame Idols family member. And also follow us on all our social media platforms, Fame Idols. Yes, of course, I'll be moving to the very next story. And as I said on Monday, just on Monday, I brought this particular story to your screens. I let you know about Burna Boy and the, should I say, overzealous fan. Yes, Burna Boy and the overzealous fan that actually provoked Odogu himself. In that viral video, Burna Boy was seen kicking this particular fan before the security in place could actually intervene in the situation. Burna Boy was actually seen kicking this particular fan, and it sparked widespread reaction. A lot of people said a lot of things. A lot of people said Burna Boy, he is a star. He should know that he has fans. He should know that his fans sometimes might actually be super excited to actually hear from him. People actually said Burna Boy is arrogant. People actually said Burna Boy is dismissive. Yes, that was actually the word they used. And funny enough, I actually had a conversation with a couple of people this evening before coming to your screens. Yes, I had a conversation with a couple of people before coming to your screen. And Burna Boy has actually finally spoken about the video that is trending. That is the 2025 Lagos Countdown concert. He came out to say in that particular show, let me call it show. In that particular show, he came out to let people know that he was paid to perform for 10 minutes. He was paid to perform for 10 minutes. But him being him, decided to extend his performance. That is speaking on why he actually ended the performance at that particular point. He said he was okay. He didn't even, according to him, rather, he didn't say he was paid. He said it was a free show and he was supposed to perform for 10 minutes, but he has been performing for up to an hour. He was performing for close to an hour. That's why he actually ended the show there. And he said it's not the first time he's actually trying to let people know that he has PTSD, that is post-traumatic stress disorder. I said it countless times. I said it on Monday, and I'm repeating it again. Burna Boy said he doesn't want people rushing to him on stage. He said he is not interested. He knows that yes, fans can get super excited, but please, so far saying that me Odogu dey perform. No no rush me to avoid Bono. I'd like to read his exact statement which he dropped on his Instagram story. I'd like to read the exact statement which he dropped on his Instagram story. He said, I had an amazing time with Lagos State last night. Don't jump on my stage like that. I got PTSD. I love you all and happy new year. That's Odogu speaking. That's Odogu speaking. So, MC Pato, I was talking about the incident that happened on, I think over on Wednesday now. Yes, now countdown to 2025. The incident of Burna Boy practicing his free kicks ability with one of the fans of one of his fans rather. Are you of the opinion that Burna Boy overreacted, Burna Boy was arrogant and rude, or are you on the opinion that he did what he was supposed to do? Okay, I think Pato is having a bit of a glitch, and he would come back to actually answer that particular question. So, like I was saying on Monday, I let people know that it's very, very important. It's very, very important. You don't just jump artists that way, especially people that have made it known to you, particularly people that have made it known to you that okay, I do not like this. Yes, he said it categorically that he doesn't like being jumped. He doesn't like people on his stage. He doesn't want it in any way. But he has actually apologized. He has actually let people know that okay, it was not intentional. He didn't actually mean to react in that particular way. He didn't actually mean to react in that particular way. So moving forward, please, I'd like to advise every fan. I said it on Monday. I'm going to be repeating it today. I'd like to advise every fan out there, especially if it is Burna Boy that is performing, especially if it is Odogo himself that is performing. Do not jump on his stage. Personally, I don't even see the need or the necessity of the need. Let me put it that way. I do not even see the need why you should try to jump an artist that way. I do not even see the need why you should try to jump an artist that way. I actually watched the video from different angles, and the speed where this particular person they use on should do, it's scary. He will even fear me myself, not to talk of a celebrity that has a whole lot to lose. So please, moving forward, do not jump your favorites whenever you come in contact with them. Do not rush them, and do not for any reason get on Odogu's stage while he's performing. He has said it countless times, and I'm helping him to reiterate. Do not jump on his stage while he's performing. He no like him, so no do. Basically, he no like him, so make a you know do. And with that, I'll be moving to the very next story. Yes, I'll be moving to the very next story, which happens to be the last story I'm going to be taking for today. Which happens to be the last story I'm going to be taking for today. And this particular one is way in the UK. The British rapper Stormzy, with his real name, a lot of people actually know him as Michael Ebenezer Owo Jr., was handed a 9-month driving ban on Thursday after admitting to using his phone while driving his Rolls Royce through London. While driving his Rolls Royce through London. Yes, of course. And this particular one, I believe, magistrates in magistrates at Wimbledon Magistrate Court, that's the district judge, Andrew Sweet, actually condemned Stormzy for this particular one. He said his actions were dangerous and irresponsible. He said his actions were dangerous and irresponsible. Stormzy was not present in court for the recent hearing, but pleaded guilty in writing to the cell phone driving charge for March. This wasn't his first brush with traffic violation. In 2023, he admitted to window tinting offense and has a record of speeding. Yes, have a record of speeding. So based on logistics, it's something that when I heard about it, I was actually happy in a way. I was actually happy in a way because personally, it has been for a while, I'm looking for the best way to actually put this particular one. For a while, Nigerian celebrities, I'll use them because they are the closest to me. Nigerian celebrities actually feel they can get away with just about anything. Nigerian celebrities actually feel they can get away with just about anything. They feel they are above the law. Now, this is somebody getting a driving ban. This is somebody getting a driving ban, and it's not just anybody. It's actually a celebrity getting a driving ban for using phone. For using phone while, should I say, for using his phone while driving. And not just that, beforehand, he was in problem because of he was driving a tinted car. Yes, he was driving a car that was actually tinted. So before I proceed, I would like to hear from MC Pato. MC Pato, do you think this is feasible in Nigeria?
Apologies, I've been having network issues. But
No
I didn't.
problem.
Yeah, I didn't get the gist.
Okay, the
He said somebody was arrested.
British rapper that was actually that is actually facing an 8-month ban. He's facing an 8-month ban because he was using his phone while driving his Lamborghini. I have to make emphasis on Lamborghini because not the year. So do you
For
think
my dad,
in Nigeria, our country Nigeria, do you think this is feasible? Okay, I think MC Pato is having a bit of network glitch. Personally, if we are trying to be truthful, if we decide to be truthful rather, we'll see that it looks close to impossible. It looks close to impossible because our celebrities actually tend to get away with just about anything. They actually tend to, I don't know, they can get away with anything. Let me put it that way. They actually tend to get away with anything. They sometimes intentionally break the law. They sometimes intentionally break the law on purpose. Actually, they break the law. They actually do these things with the mind that nothing can be done to them. Yeah, they actually do this thing with the mind that nothing can be done to them. So I think it's actually a beautiful one. It's something worthy of emulation. It's something that basically I feel every other country should look into this, to look for ways where they can implement traffic rule, because it's dangerous. It's dangerous. Driving and pressing your phone has been something that it has been going on for a while. It has been going on for a while. So the fact that this particular celebrity could actually, get punished. Yes, that's the word I've been looking for. The fact that this particular celebrity could actually get punished for driving and using his phone, it's something worthy of emulation. I feel every law enforcement in all over the world, rather, every law enforcement all over the world should actually do this particular one. And you that is driving, I'm talking to everybody that is driving, please do not use your phones while driving. There are a couple of traffic rules that are put in place for us to be safe. There are a couple of traffic rules that the only reason why they are there is just so we can be fine. So a situation whereby you ignore these particular rules on purpose, a situation whereby you ignore these particular rules intentionally, they are always very, very one kind. They are always very, very one kind. I would like to go on a very brief commercial break right now. I'd like to go on a very brief commercial break right now. Please stay tuned. You're still logged on to FameIdols Hangout. You're still logged on to FameIdols Hangout. I'd like to go on a very brief commercial. So when I come back, I'll be wrapping up the show. Yeah, wrapping up this particular thing. This particular do not forget that you should be following us on all our platforms. On YouTube at FameIdols Online, on Facebook it's at FameIdols, on Facebook it's at FameIdols, on X it's at FameIdols, and on Instagram it's at FameIdols, even on TikTok at FameIdols, across every social media platform. Also, you should sign up on our site www.fameidols.com. Where you have the opportunity to sell or rent your gears and studio, to learn or teach a creative skill, to discover and promote your industry events. That is actually the right platform for you. So, as like I said, I'm going to be going on a very brief commercial break. right now. And when I return, I'm going to definitely be wrapping up this particular segment of Fame Idols Hangout. Please do not touch that dial. Do not scroll away, as the case may be. Do not touch that dial. I'll be right back. I'll be right back in a jiffy. All right, welcome back to FameIdols Hangout, your most option for entertainment. And it's still me, Osita the Gentleman, your host of the most, together with MC Pato in the building. So I'll take my very last story for this particular evening before I switch to the pop quiz segment. I believe MC Pato is actually ready for me. He's ready to do amazing to answer our questions and, win himself some cool cash. The very last story of today is coming in no other than Chimamanda Adichie. Chimamanda Ngozi Adichie, popular writer, popular storyteller, popular. I do not know. She's doing amazing for herself. Chimamanda Adichie was honored as Harper Bazaar's Woman of the Year in literature. Chimamanda was honored as Harper Bazaar's Woman of the Year in literature. This particular one came in an event that happened in Madrid. Yes, of course. And as we all know, Chimamanda Adichie has had so many works under her belt. Her most popular work for me is her story Purple Hibiscus. Here's the post Purple Hibiscus. Also her book Half of a Yellow Sun, with other works that she has in her name. This particular award was given for her resilience, for her, should I say, activities, for things she had actually done to actually, project the women in literature, to project the women in literature that are actually doing well, doing exemplary for themselves, for her elegance and also transformative influence, things that she have actually done to let people know that you can be a woman and also you can still be very, very successful. Yes, of course. And most talked about event, or should I say, most talked about work in recent time is her TED Talk. Her TED Talk. I'm trying to remember the exact one. Okay, the TED Talk that was celebrated all over. That is, we should all be feminists. Yes, her TED Talk titled "We Should All Be Feminists." This particular one put her on a global map. This particular one, I believe, is one of the reasons why she is being receiving this particular award. Receiving this particular award. This particular one is also making people know how versatile a writer Chimamanda is, making people know how exemplary it is. I don't know. Every time I see women that are doing well for themselves, it's actually giving me this particular joy and happiness. Yes, of course. I believe MC Pato would have one or two things to say about this particular one because she is your fellow writer. So, what do you think? Women in literature, women doing well for themselves in general, how exactly do this make you feel?
Well, she's a pride to not just Nigerians, but to all Africans, African women, Nigerian women.
Yes.
Yes, she's really an amazing. I was privileged to meet her before she relocated out of Nigeria. We met at an event. Yes, when she was premiering Half of the Yellow Sun book then on the island, and it strikes me as, as a woman that knows what she wants, and like you said, despite the fact that that territory of literature is still dominated, but she still, puts her head above sea level, as the case may be, and she stood out. So she deserves all the accolades she's getting right now, if you ask me. Yeah.
Yes, of course. Super accolades to Chimamanda Ngozi Adichie. She's really doing well for herself. And while she was speaking at the award ceremony, while she was speaking about the award, she said she being recognized for this particular one as the woman, to be named the woman of the year. Rather, let me use her exact word. She said to be named the woman of the year is not just a recognition of my work, but also a celebration of the stories of many others who have yet to be told, who are yet to be told. So, as MC Pato rightfully said, she is an embodiment of talent. She is doing well for herself. She's letting people know that there is a lot of people that have a lot of stories. So she's telling the African story the way it is supposed to be, putting Nigeria on the global map. So, big up to Chimamanda Adichie. And personally, I can't get over the book Purple like this because I could relate to that particular book on different level. I actually read half of The Yellow Sun. I've watched the movie. I also read her book Africana. So she's an amazing writer, and we're actually looking forward to more things from Chimamanda Adichie, Chimamanda Ngozi Adichie, rather. So big ups to her, and from all of us at FameIdols Hangout, we celebrate her. We looking forward to more things from her, basically. So at this particular junction, I would like to move to the last and final segment of Fame Idols Hangout, where MC Pato would stand the chance to win our grand prize of 100,000 naira. Yes, of course. And being a full-fledged Igbo man, I think he should be excited about this particular one. So, MC Pato, I'll just run you through the rules. I'll just run you through the rules for you to be able to walk away with our grand prize. So it's divided into 5 stages. This pop quiz is divided into 5 stages. Yes, the pop quiz is divided into 5 stages. The first stage has 3 questions. The first stage has 3 questions. If you answer the 3 questions correctly, you will win 5,000 naira. The very next stage has 3 questions where you stand a chance to win 10,000. 3 questions in the third stage to win 20,000. The fourth stage, 3 questions to win 40,000. And the fifth stage, 3 questions to win 100,000 naira. Now, the second stage actually overrides the first stage. That means if you win our 5,000 naira and you move on to the next stage, we are not giving you 15,000, but then you are running for 10,000 naira. And now to walk away with the money from the first stage, you have to answer the 3 questions correctly. Is that clear, sir?
Okay. That's like 20 questions, if I'm not mistaken. 3 times,
You fit
5
do am
different
now.
things.
You wey dey read well, you fit do am.
It depends on the question now. If you go ask me to name all the people waiting for the Titanic ship now, you don't know, say, oh,
So are you ready for me?
yeah, let's go, let's go. Because I'm having some,
All right.
the network is showing signs again. Let's
At
go.
home, do not forget this is a new and the latest addition to the FameIdols Hangout. And to my producer, I would like us to move to the very next segment, which is the pop quiz segment. So, MC Pato, you have 60 seconds. I'm going to be on my timer right now. You have 60 seconds for each question. You have 60 seconds for each questions. The moment your time is up and you have not answered the question, then you'll be disqualified. You are free.
Okay, so I can't call a friend. I can't call a friend. I can't ask my friend Google. No, Google is my friend, so I can't ask my friend.
All right. So as you can see, I'm going to be using my timer. I have my timer here. It may not be like saying, no, Joe, don't be inside. So to the very first question of our pop quiz, to my producer, please display the first question. Who is known as the king of rock and roll? Who is known as the king of rock and roll? Your time starts now.
Elvis Presley.
Come again.
Elvis Presley.
Elvis Presley. Is that your final answer?
Yeah, that's my final answer.
All right. Please display the answer to this particular question. Elvis Presley is known as the king of rock and roll. And MC Pato answered this particular question in record time of 20 seconds. I believe he was actually expecting that particular question. So a round of applause for me was interrogated to MC Pato. So to the next question, please display the second question. Who is the author of the Harry Potter series? Who is the author of the Harry Potter series? Your time starts now.
Ouch. 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 Ah, you got me this one. Yeah.
I think you
I
know
can't remember it.
check the
Eh?
back of your mind.
No. I've never been a fan of Harry Potter series. That's why. I'm sorry.
Okay.
I'm sorry.
So with that, MC Pato actually didn't even successfully answer this particular question. So please display the answer to this very question. I would have you know that the Harry Potter series was written, and this particular person, should I say, that is
Rollins,
J.K.
yeah.
J.K. Rowling. And this is not the first time you're hearing this name. I know that for a fact
Yeah,
because
yeah,
it's a popular series. It's actually
sure.
everywhere. I heard the author of this particular series didn't even expect to, didn't have much as at when he wrote this particular series. When she wrote this particular series, sorry, she didn't have much. So the series actually brought her to limelight. J.K. Rowling. With
Yeah.
that, we come to the end of our pop quiz in Fame Idols Hangouts. MC Pato, many thanks for joining me on this particular program today. I really appreciate it. And I do hope when next we call you, you are going to be available to join me.
Absolutely. I had a fantastic time and I've learned or I've been refreshed about J.K. Rowling being the author of Harry Potter series. Thank you.
Yes, of course. Thank you so much. And to our amazing viewers at home, please do not forget that you're going to be able to join us on our next stream on Monday. Yes, of course. The very next stream, very next program is going to be happening on Monday by 8. Please stay tuned, keep it logged, and share this particular broadcast. From all of us at the Fame Idols Hangout family, we say we love you. Stay safe, continue doing the right things, and stay away from trouble. I remain Osita, the rugged gentleman. I remain Osita, the rugged gentleman. Have an amazing night rest and enjoy the rest of your weekend. Whatsoever you do, do it responsibly. Peace out.